Start their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 20. 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he wisely will throw that one away. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing is McCarthy. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
To the air with McCarthy. He'll fire deep, looking for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. At their own 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into.
There he goes, left side. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On play action, now McCarthy. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game... Five interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Inside the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd and 5. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Ready. 79 Broncos. 18 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Howell. And it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Howell down to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
19 tight. Here we go. Set. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are pouring it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. 2 nd and 10. 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 2 And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Howell. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
So often we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Back to throw, Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
In motion, the tight end. And Howell will throw it. Completes this to Addison out left. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate. But that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Chandler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Buying time to his left. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Drop ball 80. 70 ring. 70 ring. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 Lion.
Powell. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll go play action. Howell. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. He can't get him down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Faking the handoff. Howell eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin.